This KFAN podcast is sponsored by Builders and Remodelers, exclusive Twin Cities provider of Elements Windows. Get the highest quality windows at unmatchable value. Visit buildersandremodelers.com for more details.
This podcast is sponsored by Talkspace. May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and Talkspace, the leading virtual therapy provider, is telling everyone, let's face it in therapy. By talking or texting with a supportive, licensed therapist at Talkspace, you can face whatever is holding you back, whether it's mental health symptoms, relationship drama, past trauma, bad habits, or another challenge that you need support to work through. It's easy to sign up. Just go to Talkspace.com and you'll be paired with a provider, typically within 48 hours. And because you'll meet your therapist online, you don't have to take time off work or arrange childcare. You'll meet on your schedule. Plus, Talkspace is in-network with most major insurers, and most insured members have a $0 copay. Make your mental health a priority and start today. If you're not covered by insurance, get $80 off your first month with Talkspace when you go to Talkspace.com and enter promo code SPACE80. That's SPACE80. To match with a licensed therapist today, go to Talkspace.com and enter promo code SPACE80.
Hey, it's 7:04 Patrick Morning Show. How are you? Lots going on. The guests are starting to file in over there as we head towards another initials game. Saucy and Tomers. Yeah, Tommy is here. It's not Thursday, but he's here.
Yeah, Fridays are great here.
Yeah, I tell you, man.
Free coffee?
You made it great. You made it great.
This is all time.
You made it great.
Thank you. I mean, this is what you want.
Bump, 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 dump, dump, banana.
At what point do you guys crash when you guys have too much caffeine? Do you guys have like a certain milligram?
Well, if you just keep, throwing down the 5-hour energies, you never crash.
Yeah. You get like shaky though?
Yeah, of course.
The shakes.
The shakes.
I've had an upset stomach for about 13 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, let's get to the news. The Wolves suck. We'll talk about that with Marnie Gellner when she gets here. The Wolves are down 0-2, but Chris has got to get to the news.
I got to get to the news.
This is KFAN News with Chris Hockey, presented by the St. Paul Saints.
That's right. Thank you to my favorite team, the St. Paul Saints. They went 1-1 during a doubleheader against the Norfolk Tides at CHS Field yesterday. The Saints dropped Game 1 8-3 before securing a 3-2 win in the second game. St. Paul improved to 23-21 in the season. The Saints send David Festa to the mound again tonight against Norfolk at CHS Field. SaintsBaseball.com. Thank you, St. Paul Saints.
Hey, Court, do you know when Zach's going to go?
June 16th, 17th, 18th? It's somewhere in that range. I keep forgetting the date. It's somewhere in the middle of June.
It's on the schedule.
Yes, and it's less than a month away now.
They have it on their schedule, yeah.
Has he prepped at all?
Last time I asked him, he did not have a makeup artist secured.
I've mentioned it like 100 times. I know a very, very good one who works for movies and does it for a living.
I mean...
And Ben, they're good with it? Like, they're ready to go?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. They're all set.
God, it's going to be great.
That's going to be my favorite part. I really hope that night's game doesn't get rained out, because then...
Right.
I don't know what they're going to do. I mean, the Saints are going to get creative. I'm sure they can still make him do something for 2 or 3 hours, but it's no fun if they're not, running him out in front of an entire crowd, making him look like an idiot. But that segment on Twin Cities Live is going to live in my mind in infamy. It's going to be the best.
Do you think since it's not one of you three doing it, they're going to be a little harsher just on Zach?
No, see, 'cause I think Ben and Elizabeth totally understand that the brilliance of the bit is them not smiling, not laughing, not being mean, but just interviewing him as if nothing is weird.
I can't wait.
And they're both so good that they're going to be able to so tell us about your charity work. And they're going to straight face it, and Zach's going to look like Bat Boy and have to answer it without breaking.
Do you think that's probably worse than just going to sweep the dugout? I don't know, because that could be bad too, in front of the whole crowd. Well, because they're gonna the people are gonna go watch that.
Yeah, well, and a lot of these bits that we've done over the years are temporary, right?
Yeah,
this video is permanent.
Yeah, this will be great.
It's so good.
Yeah,
can't wait.
Hey,
Mark Parrish.
Marco's here.
Petty.
All right, here are my top stories. You guys ready? Hey, speaking of Saints, I did want to bring this up, by the way. The St. Paul Saints are coming back with a fastball for comedian John Oliver. Team was featured on an episode of Oliver's show last week. Tonight, where he said the team name was boring compared to other AAA clubs. Fans at Thursday's game against the Norfolk Tides were treated to a plain piece of white paper with in-game entertainment that included a PowerPoint presentation and white bread. It was all part of the Plain Night, a promotion the team said was dedicated to being as boring as possible.
Love it.
Brilliant.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, they get it.
Well played.
Yeah, they get
That's
it.
well done.
Petty.
Good morning.
Fair.
Hi.
Hey, look at that. That's St. Cloud State Hall of Famer. Mark Parrish.
Look at you. Our top story. You were good.
Thanks, guys.
Hall of Fame,
That's
buddy.
so
Look at you.
cool.
Look at you all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed today.
I have to be.
Why's that?
Because we are hosting the prom after party tonight.
Oh, my gosh. That's like 14 hours from now.
Yeah, and I've got to work for those 14 hours.
Parrish, I'll answer for you. Tommy, no, you're not invited.
I loved hearing T.O.'s voice this morning. That's why I'm bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. I was so excited to get in with Tommy again.
Fair. It's been a while.
Back in the day, what was it?
That's when it all started.
Tuesdays?
Tuesdays,
Yeah,
yeah.
we were Tuesdays, baby.
That's right. And then Carly would come in on Tuesdays.
Yeah. Huh?
Well,
And then Roser.
yeah, that too.
Rose. Me, Rose.
Listen to this, guys. A Kentucky couple remain hospitalized after losing both limbs. No, I'm sorry. Let me start again. A Kentucky couple remains hospitalized after losing limbs during last week's tornado in London, Kentucky. The family of Paul and Gail Klein say the two were found in the destruction of their Meadow Lane Road home, still hugging each other tightly, even though they were both missing one arm. Paul is said to be doing well, while Gail remains on life support after not only losing an arm, but suffering from broken ribs and liver and lung damage. A GoFundMe page has been set up, but they were found still holding on to each other underneath the rubble of their home.
I didn't really hear. I don't know why you guys are.
I don't know either. I read a terrible
Gore?
story.
Was it? I should probably just sit this one
Yeah,
out.
good for you. Proud of you. And I don't get to say that a lot because you don't really do dumb things. Good for you. I'm proud of you.
I mean, how hard can you be hugging if you only each have one arm? I mean, it's like if you had lost one leg, you could really embrace as strongly as possible. If they're both missing one arm, it's like that's a pretty solid hug, but it's not holding on as strongly as possible.
Yeah.
It's a half hug.
Yeah.
Couldn't do the right thing, could you?
He's not wrong.
Yep.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it.
Speaking of people that were dying holding each other,
Jesus.
Titanic.
Nope, not Titanic. Did you guys know that Pompeii video of like the skeletons that are like they died that way?
Yep.
They recently just found out it was two dudes.
Yeah.
I just think that's on the message boards you read.
I think you missed the point of that movie.
I don't know if science figured that out. I just think a lot of wishful thinking's going on your
I think you were
That's what you
watching.
took from that movie?
I believe you were watching a film called Pom Pee Pee. But you know what? I think it's beautiful, man. Yeah, I mean,
sure.
the world's falling down
Of
around
course.
you. It's the end of the world. You don't know.
Yeah.
You don't
who
know.
cares?
You grab a hold of somebody and
What
give
else
them
are you
some
gonna
love,
do?
right? You
Yeah.
don't want to be alone when you're passing, right?
No.
Yeah.
There you go.
What? Yeah.
Right?
I was going to start playing the what if game, but I don't want to do that
right
now.
So, just by the way,
No.
there's no
I don't
mountain
know what you're
anywhere
gonna show
near
you.
the Twin Cities that's about to explode, a
As far as you
volcano.
know.
But just so you know, that would be a great bit. Like, if we're ever about to be covered in ash and like permanently frozen in place, I would grab you the same way these two people grabbed each other, just so for the rest of time, it'd be like, look at these two dudes, and it's you and me, and you're stuck like that forever.
I would be totally fine with
And
that.
Louis is going to have to come to the site and go, what is Dad doing? Well, Kel Sauce would go, I don't know. Maybe Corey and him had something going that the rest of us didn't know because it was the end of the world and all they wanted to do was embrace.
Right at the moment we were about to be frozen, I'd flip you upside down so we were frozen like that.
Excuse me?
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to be graphic.
Of course, Bennett grabbing his ankles.
Yeah.
You guys made it weird.
Oh, we made it weird.
We made it weird. You just want to embrace me. That's the only way you hug me.
As a goof, just as a bit. It would be a good last
We
bit.
should just kiss as a goof.
Let's practice. We should practice. Oh no, there's a volcano. Kiss me.
You made it weird.
I'll save you.
There's people.
How did we get to the tornado victims? Forgot about them.
We're going to be asked to leave.
That's too late.
Well, it's my last segment. I'm on it.
What do you care? Where are you going?
I thought you were going to Pompeii.
A lot of dudes.
A wheelchair-bound woman who had been stuck on the top floor of a Virginia hotel for 42 days
What?
can finally go outside. Joy Patton, who was improperly named, hadn't left the fourth floor of a Chesapeake extended stay hotel since the elevator broke down on April 10th. Parts for the broken elevator finally arrived this week, and work to fix it was completed yesterday. She told television station she was thrilled to finally be outside again, saying she felt like she got her freedom back.
Okay, wait a minute.
I don't know.
I don't care what kind of wheelchair she has. Wasn't there some way to get her down the stairs with a team of people?
Ridiculous. That's one way, Hawk. That's for sure.
Wow.
It's the quickest.
This isn't Mac
It's
and
the
me.
quickest.
Brilliant.
It is the quickest.
Well played, Gore.
But well, isn't that a law? Like they can't physically take you out of a hotel room, like you don't have to pay. Isn't that like a law? You guys ever heard about that?
You mean you're squatting?
Me?
No. Like there's like some sort of law. Like there's some.
Yeah, I don't know.
You can stay in a hotel room as long as possible.
I don't know.
I get kicked out usually
Well, then I'm
after late
calling
checkout.
squatters' rights at the Four Seasons downtown.
Squatter.
I think that's what it's called.
Well, so was she? Was it like a big? Was it like absurdly big person that they like couldn't carry her down? Because I've seen that. I've seen people get stuck in their apartments. On my 600-pound life, they have that. It's real.
Paul, your hands up.
Wood Hawk.
Well, after we've seen today, yeah, for sure.
She's famous.
See what the Wolves do to us? We don't even care anymore. Who cares?
He's going to hit you.
Oh, he's going to.
Anything else?
Nope. Nope.
Man, 42 days. Is there like is there a lawsuit in there or not? Or is she being cool about it?
Just don't know. I have no idea. I guess so far she's being cool about it, but I'm going to guess there's somebody out there who's going to lawyer her up, I would guess.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know. I can't believe it took 42 days to get parts for an elevator.
Yeah.
And shouldn't you put a rush on it, knowing that somebody is technically, quote, stuck there?
I would think you could make them in a plastic printer or something. I don't know. Those
Good
things
point.
are amazing.
Turner's got one of those.
What would you make if you had a 3D printer, Hawk?
I'm not talking to you two anymore.
Me?
T.O., thanks for the bonus time, man.
Of course, thank
Good
you
to see you,
guys.
dude.
I love
This
you.
is
Have a
great.
great
Thanks.
memorial. Have a great memorial. And Carl, see you Tuesday. Poke 'em. Password.
Fair. I will see you Tuesday.
I'll see you
For a
Tuesday.
second, I had no idea what you
Yeah.
were talking about. Now I got you. Yes.
Yeah, I'll see you Tuesday.
Guernsey and I versus you and Zacho on Tuesday
on
afternoon.
Tuesday.
Yep.
Hey, enjoy
All
Monday
good if you
off.
win.
That's going to be fantastic sleeping in.
For
Love
sure.
you guys.
All right, buddy.
Bye.
There goes Tommy Olson. All right, Mark Parrish is here. Marnie Gellner should be here in a second. It sucks. The Wolves lost again pretty convincingly as well. That's the worst part. Never really felt like we were in it, but we'll ask her about that. And Sauce will do sports after this. In about 25 minutes or so, Taylor Heisey of the Frost will join us. They won last night in overtime. They knotted up that series at 1. Initials 1 hour from now with $91,500 up for grabs. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on The Fan.
The Fan.
Prom on Memorial Day weekend? Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know.
Interesting choice.
That is
There's quite a few parents in the Orono district that are not happy
I would guess.
because that's obviously a big travel to get out of town, get up north,
Head north to Alaska.
or just to the cabin. Well, yeah,
right,
Alaska too.
Where's Margie at?
I don't know.
Yeah.
She should be here
She
any
passed
second.
away.
She's late.
Oh, well.
Gas is on the right, Marnie.
Yeah, that's right.
Wow.
When she gets here, she's going to be brought to you by Surfside. And she loves Surfside. We love Surfside. Thank you,
Heck
Surfside. Drink it up. I have some in my fridge right now waiting for a long weekend where I don't have to work a prom.
You're the music? You're entertainment tonight? Gianna's going to be pumped.
Let's go. I'll play a bunch of songs they don't know.
You'd be surprised. That generation, they're the 90s. They love the 90s music. Proud of that generation.
Yeah,
Aaron Orno.
Yeah, I'm proud of Sauce.
That's kind of you.
You know why I'm
Same.
proud? Because you know sports.
Thanks, man.
It's time for Fan 5 on the Power Trip, presented by All Around, your TimberTech deck building contractor.
Well, a lot, but we can wait for Martins to talk Wolves. Mark Parrish.
Yeah.
The Florida Panthers smoked the Hurricanes 5-0. Yes. They have a 2-0 series lead. They've outscored them 10-2. The Hurricanes have lost 14 straight Eastern Conference Finals games. Game 3 is tomorrow in Florida at 7:00.
Yeah, it's safe to say right now that Florida is easily the best team right now. Even as well as Dallas has played, they're playing better than they did last year when they won the Cup. They've 6 of the last 7 games. They've looked absolutely unbeatable. It is kind of funny right now because everybody was ripping on Toronto and how far they fell and they were supposed to give Florida a better run than that. Well, they're the only ones can take them to 7 games so far. So Toronto probably wasn't as bad as people think because Carolina right now is just Florida. Brad Marchand, that move. Even though Florida, I was just telling Sauce, even though Florida has the Sam Bennett, they have a tough team, a gritty team. Verhage, there's guys Kachuk that'll go in there and they'll mix it up and they're going to try and intimidate you. They're going to try and get you off your game, try and get between your ears. The addition of Brad Marchand it's undeniable. It's incredible. One, he's playing amazing. And 2, he just, after game 1, Carolina was completely rattled. He is frying eggs in their kitchen. He's right between their ears. He's playing outstanding, and he has Carolina just completely off their game. They were running around trying to be acting tough and big, and that is not their game. Their speed. They actually play a similar game to Florida, but they just don't have that toughness that Florida has. And last night they proved it because they tried to play tough with them, and Florida not only beat them up, but they beat the crap out of them on the ice too.
Look, this might be the last year with the Parrish versus the field bet because I'm just giving you money. And look, even when I win money from you, which I think has only been once, my wife does the whole, you're not going to make Paul actually pay. Yeah, I am. So it's just a lose-lose.
God, she wants to create.
Yeah, it's been. I was saying that the other night, Corey. It's been a rough, few years for you. My teams have kind of, going from Tampa to Florida.
Every team, as soon as they got rid of you, started to win.
It was the smartest thing they ever did.
Game 2 of the West Finals, Perry, is tonight at 7. The Stars lead the Oilers 1-0. They scored 5 goals in the third period. They are a slight favorite to win tonight's game at -120. They are -190 to win the series.
Well, Edmonton has been playing absolutely amazing. They're extremely fast. Their forwards have been outstanding. They've been playing incredible Team D, but we've all been kind of wondering how. Because their 6-man decor is not known. They don't have Matthias Ekholm, who is their stalwart. He's their shutdown. He's a giant Viking who is incredible at defense and can shut down the big forwards. They don't have him, and yet they've still been playing incredible defense. Their penalty kill is atrocious. I think it's down to 67%, which has always been bad, and that was what got them in the third period. They started taking penalties. Then McDavid and Draisaitl can't control the speed and can't control the game. Gives Dallas forwards and Stars a chance to get going offensively, and that's the one team left other than Florida. You just can't. They have too much firepower now with Rantanen. It's now their big guys are scoring, the Duchesnes, the Sagans. Those guys were, Ben Johnston, Robertson, 5 or 6 of their top Johnston. Excuse me. 5 or 6 of their top forwards that had only had 1 goal or something like that in the playoffs. It was amazing what Mikko Rantanen and their D and depth were doing. But now those guys scored in the first period. In that first game, you gave them that power play. You gave them all kinds of momentum, and that is an awfully deep team in Dallas. That with Harley and Heiskanen, their top 2 deep pair, are horrifyingly good right now.
Yes.
Yeah, it kind of looks like Edmonton's the chink in the armor kind of showed up. If they don't stay out of the penalty box, they don't stand a chance against Dallas.
Thank you for your honesty.
Thank you.
Oh, there she is.
Oh,
I like your hair. It's very cute.
We were getting nervous, Marnes.
Yeah.
Like, where the hell is she?
Yeah, like you're never late.
Normally you're here like 7:20ish, and it was like 7:30. We were getting nervous.
Incorrect. Call Mama. I'm here at 7:30 every Friday.
I don't know.
Nice of you guys to pay
How do we know?
attention.
And then Sauce, we're like, "Where's Marnie?" He goes, "She passed away." And I'm going, "Man, if that's the case, that's
You didn't.
That's gonna be bad."
And also with you.
So you're not dead.
Come get yourself.
The Wolves lost. 118, 103.
care about the money.
Oh, man.
I do.
Only a million.
They're now down 2-0 to the Thunder. Ant had 32. Julius Randle had 6 and did not play in the fourth quarter. SGA had 38. The Wolves will most likely be swept, but they got to play 2 more games starting tomorrow at 7:30. OKC is a 3.5-point favorite. They're also minus 1,400 to win the series.
I like how you put an op-ed together.
Well, it's my segment.
I love it. You made it yours.
It's over.
These 2 games have been demoralizing. Demoralizing. Shocking as well. What I just cannot grasp in my mind that Oklahoma City is such a better team than the Timberwolves. I did not think that was even close to a reality. And after these 2 games, it is so evident that that is just a much better team. We've tried this. We've tried that. We have guys who are off. They're not shooting it well. Okay, well, is that going to solve everything? Is that all we're missing? Is these 2 guys need to make a couple shots?
3-pointers, please, for God's sakes.
Truth. That is absolute truth. The shooting percentages have been terrible. But to Sauce's point about Julius Randle, he was awesome in the first half of game 1. And then OKC was like, all right, we got to adjust. We got to stop this guy. They did. And he hasn't really been able to show up since. And we don't have a counterpunch. They've eliminated anything that the Wolves have done to show signs of life. They've stamped it out, and we just haven't had anything, any answer. It's been demoralizing. What do you guys think?
Should we trade Ant? Because Sauce tweeted about it last night that we should trade Ant because he's not interested in leading.
I mean, didn't he have 32, 9, and 6?
But at the point, when I tweeted it, he didn't.
Oh, he did. Did he have 30?
I may have like 25.
Then he deleted the tweet.
Well, yeah, I felt that about it. But I knew Captain Tattletale over there would bring it up.
I screenshotted it.
Yeah, man, he's not a captain anymore. He's been demoted.
Why? How did he get demoted?
He got demoted for nudity.
He's a colonel.
Wow.
Yeah.
Isn't that higher than a captain?
We don't know.
I have no clue.
Yeah, we have no idea.
I think just worth pointing out that Anthony Edwards had 0 turnovers last night, which was pretty important against Oklahoma City.
I was just mad. I don't want him traded. I love him, but I was pissed.
Don't you change your channel now.
Can I have this coffee to whoever?
Yeah, Sarah brought it for you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sarah.
That's for you.
Yeah, thank you, Sarah.
Yeah,
I'm enjoying it back here.
Yeah, it's
Hawk.
Down, boy.
Love Caribou. You know what this iced coffee really needs?
One of those koozie things.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's not.
I bet you have one.
It needs a Java sock.
Just sounds wrong.
It does sound wrong.
Don't you bring me this conversation.
Don't even.
Don't you bring me this conversation. What happened?
Java is coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Sock is like a cover holder.
Sure.
Oh.
Yeah, no, we know.
Yeah, we heard. Uh-huh.
Sauce, anytime, buddy.
Wait, why do you got to be so mean to me?
It's your turn. This is your segment. You're texting somebody. Who are you texting?
I'm writing down
Hey,
the
Maestro,
podcast.
I have to agree with Corey. It is your turn.
It's your turn.
You said it was your segment a moment ago, and now you're dropping the ball.
I thought we were going to talk more Wolves.
No,
Let's
we
go,
got
Maestro.
bored because they're getting their butts kicked.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
over. The
game
season
2
ended.
of the Pacers-Knicks series is tonight at 7. The Pacers lead that 1-0.
Let me think of something I care less about.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
listening.
You're mad?
That was
You're
feisty.
mad at Tommy. You're not mad at me.
What did he do?
You're guilt by association, Sauce.
He talked to Hawk and then immediately came on the air and talked about all of it.
Whoops.
Yeah, nobody knows what Sauce just said.
No, that was barely a sentence.
All right. Quit showing off to everybody.
To who?
We can't help it. That's what we do.
New York is a 5.5-point favorite tonight. Corey or Hoggy could care less. It's your segment. Keep
we can
going.
curl off.
How about Tyrese Halliburton giving the choke sign?
Yeah.
Don't do that. You're not supposed to do that.
That shot was incredible. It bounced sky high and then straight through the hoop. But he thought he won the game. He won the game, and he just put it into overtime. Now, they did win, but that's not... I don't like that move at all. And I really respect his game. Then after his dad confronted Giannis a few weeks ago, I was like, well, I don't know about this. And then Tyrese with that move? I'm like, come on, bud, you can't.
Paul, your hands up. You have some thoughts?
No, I think I like the move. I like Halliburton. Can we go through the NBA teams and figure out how many of those two will know what team they play for and bet on it?
Wait.
I'll admit, though, half these guys, I don't even know what team they play for. These are pretty obscure names.
Yeah, they're obscure. But
Yeah.
Why, we don't
They're all defensive teams.
Why would we do obscurity?
Yeah, let's not do obscurity. Man, you have terrible ideas.
Yeah, why are your ideas so bad?
They are bad. I don't know why I'm still employed here. I'll be honest with you.
Well, I've tried.
Thanks, Macy Gray.
The worst.
That's her song. I tried. It's funny, I guess. Not? No? Okay. The Twins battle the Royals tonight at 7:10. Pablo Lopez goes for the Twins. The Twins are 27-22. You guys are going to win some money.
Good.
I like money. Money's good.
Yeah, well, I'm going to pay in Corey's money anyway from the hockey bet.
Possibly.
We'll see.
It's a good chance. But
But
it's not done yet.
nope.
Yeah, it's pretty much over.
A Norwegian man got a rude awakening on Thursday when a massive container ship ran aground just a few feet from his house. The ship, nearly 450 feet long, one of those giant ones.
Jeez.
That's a huge bitch.
That's 4.5 football fields.
That's a lot.
No. Anyway, it's a big one. Crashed into the shore while Johan Helberg sat inside completely unaware. A neighbor had tried to warn him by ringing the doorbell, but Helberg told local media he doesn't like to answer his door.
Oh.
Well,
I heard that.
I was going to say, I'm a big fan of not answering my door either.
But you got to look out the peephole or something,
I don't
right?
live anywhere where a container
Or just have a camera so you can see who it is.
Oh, well, we're not all rich.
Well, Corey has one. Parrish has one. Marnie probably has.
I spent all my money on a toilet.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's a good move for you.
Yeah, an outdoor toilet.
Better call Mama.
Why?
Because she's got to go potty.
Oh.
Let's see. I like the words "go potty." Anyway,
What?
Helberg said the vessel would have been in his bedroom if it had been a few feet over. No one was injured, and the cause of the crash is currently under investigation. Man,
Don't these ships have huge horns?
Button bar.
Don't.
yeah. I mean, what you're saying makes sense
yes.
to me. What you're saying makes sense.
Yeah, you would think
Like
he
a
would wake up
tug-
and realize.
a tugboat has a horn.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I've got a ship.
If you
that
have
says,
a 450-foot vessel,
Hawk.
Yeah, the pictures on CNN, it's kind of insane. Just a giant ship that's run ashore.
It's crazy.
Crazy.
how did they get it back inshore? Meaning in the water.
Just a real solid push.
Yeah.
He's got the
Got
neighborhood around.
two,
And
just like
Yep.
a
You just kind of
stuck
rock the
car
boat back
in the
and forth
winter.
a little bit
Yep.
until it loosens up, and then you just push it back
Put
out.
it in
just
neutral.
slides back out.
Here's what the boat captain said.
Oh, I'm a knucklehead.
He's not taking it seriously at all.
Yeah.
That's very unprofessional.
Yeah, very.
Hey, at least the Frost one. We'll talk to Taylor Heisey.
Let's go.
I don't know if Taylor's still in Ottawa or if they already flew back. Who knows? We're going to call her in a second. They won last night in overtime. Game 3 tomorrow in St. Paul. Initials at 8:15 with $91,500 up for grabs last week. Sauce tied the record. Can he stay hot again? We'll see in a little bit. But Taylor, after this, Power Trip Morning Show on The Fan.
The Fan.
Good morning, everybody. It's the Power Trip. We're all together. Here we go.
Let's go.
It's going to be a great weekend, man.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's going to be great. And don't forget, by the way, I want to read something that I saw on, I believe it was CNN. Where did I put that? But I thought it was a really good reminder, but I didn't delete it.
Love this song.
Thank you, buddy. This one I'm proud of.
Yeah. Love it.
Basically, reminding you that Memorial Day is not just a holiday to take off and grill. That's all cool, but it's a day to remember those we've lost in the line of duty. And they're doing, I believe, a moment of silence, I think, is at 3 p.m. Eastern across the United States. So, if you don't remember that, that's completely cool. But just remember, it's not just a day off. There's a reason we have Memorial Day off. There's a reason it's called Memorial Day.
Yep.
And that's why our
Good point,
brother, thank you. That's why our brother Creasel is out celebrating with his family this weekend.
He should.
He should be, absolutely. So there you go. Bum bum. What do you think of that, Core?
I think that's great.
Thank you.
That was the right message.
Appreciate you.
All right, we'll get a hold of Taylor in a second because, again, the Frost won in overtime. We can ask her all about it here in a second. We'll do Fan 5 in a little bit, and then initials at 8:15. Saucy back in the ring after his big 9-point performance 1 week ago today. Tying the record.
Yeah,
Saucy Saucerson.
That was an incredible performance.
It was a butt kicking.
Last week.
Kind of like you and Burb playing Password, but again, that's just not fair. Because Bart took offense to this, but I'm going to say this in front of you because I said this to her in Abba's office a couple of days ago. I thought you guys played like your C+, B- game. I didn't even think you guys were that good. That's how good you guys normally are. You guys played your bad game and won by 70. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's how good you guys.
73.
That's how good you guys can be, and how bad Muss is. Notice I said Muss, not Muss and Fallness. I love that Fallness was like, I'm just going to admit, if I could cheat right now, I would start. Because he was like, after about 3 words, he's like, this thing is over. I have no chance with this guy. I love Michael J. Mussman III. He's a great dude.
That sounds nuts.
He is a terrible password player.
No,
love that guy, though. My God, is he bad at that game?
At one point, he guessed something that somebody had already given as a clue.
Yes, he did.
And the way I will encapsulate password is they chose to go first for one item. The word was club. Muss said golf. Fallness said Mexico.
Yep.
I was like, okay.
Yep.
Listen,
got to enunciate.
It's hard to concentrate when you're thinking about your next drink.
Wow.
I can attest to that. He's right. He's not wrong at all right there. He kind of nailed that.
As Corey said off the air about 2 hours ago, Muss thinks you get bonus points for ringing in as quickly as possible.
Yeah, you don't get more points if you answer fast. Take your time.
Yeah.
And the one that they got, they shouldn't have gotten. Because when Fallness goes, mouse.
It
wasn't like mouse. It wasn't a leading word. He just goes, mouse.
Rat,
I would have guessed rat.
Exactly.
But he goes, mouse, and Muss just immediately goes, trap. And I'm like, how the hell did this savant get that? So they should have got absolutely shut out by you guys.
Yes, they should have.
So again, little scary that you played that badly and still won by 70, because you guys can obviously.
We didn't play that badly. You guys weren't. We weren't our sharpest.
You were not at your best.
You
and
played
still
down to your.
You played down to him.
That's what you did.
And you won by 70.
We were solid, though. It wasn't like embarrassing. Did you see our T-shirts?
I saw them.
I saw them. Yeah, they're really cute.
Wasn't that cute?
They're very cute. May I bring something up? Though we have a very special guest on. Last night, the Frost beat Ottawa 2-1. A final in overtime in Game 2. Ladies and gentlemen, let's be cool because she woke up about 4 minutes ago.
Oh, fantastic!
And she's live from Ottawa because they went into overtime, so they were, they played too late to get on a plane. So she's still in Ottawa. She'll be coming home today. Ladies and gentlemen, say a very nice greeting and congratulations to Taylor Heisey on the phone. Hi, Taylor.
Hi, Taylor.
Good morning, Taylor.
Hi, everyone. How are you?
Very good. Oh, you sound wide awake. You don't sound like you just woke up.
Congrats,
You sound great.
Taylor.
Couple of overtime games in Ottawa. One goes your way, one does not go your way. Talk about the heartbreak of Game 1 and then the thrill of victory last night.
Yeah, obviously you want to win both games, but our goal when we come on the road, especially for playoffs when it's a 5-game series, is definitely just take one. You obviously want to take two, but taking one is very important as home ice advantage is huge in playoffs. So for us, I know game one wasn't what we wanted. Obviously, when you lose in overtime in the first game, it's kind of heartbreaking, but also you know that it's just one game. So for us, we came out better yesterday and just had the spark that we didn't have in game one. And I think we had about 4 days where we just practiced before the first game, and they kind of had just come off of a series and got to play right away. So we didn't have our legs necessarily, but the first game we didn't play our best, and we knew that. So I think coming out yesterday, just playing a lot better was kind of where we found our edge.
Taylor, you guys scored with 16 seconds left in the third period. Can you describe the emotion of a game where you are facing a very real possibility of going down 0-2, score with 16 seconds left in the game, and then in overtime to win it? What was the swing of emotion like?
It was crazy. Honestly, the emotions were very, very high. But I think, it's never over till it's over. We always say until that buzzer goes off, you got to keep playing. So for us, we pulled our goalie. We had 6-on-5 for a little bit, and then one of our teammates got dragged down. So we ended up going up 6-4. And then, we had an open shot. I think it went right off of a face-off. We won it back. I tapped it back to the D, and it went D to D. And then Britta Curl-Salemi, she's one of our best in front of the net. We put her there, and she tapped it in with 16 seconds left. And when you go down 1-0 with 2 minutes left, that's really heartbreaking. It's hard to know, obviously. You're going to have to play your goalie at that point. And that's definitely nerve-wracking. But for us, I think we never gave up and we never quit. Playoffs can go either which way. We've been in this situation before and they haven't. So I think just taking that experience and using it to our abilities and knowing that we have anyone on the ice at any point could score, and that's just kind of what it was. And obviously Britta, my teammate, scored twice last night, and very proud of her. And she worked her butt off, and you could tell that she was rewarded for that.
Taylor, what's it going to be like to get in front of your home crowd tomorrow?
Oh, so fun. Our team's been on the road for a really long time, it feels. We were home for like 5-6 days, and we were gone for 20 before that and then 30 before that. So we're so excited to be at home and playing in the playoff atmosphere. It's a different vibe, and even from round one to round two, it's completely different, and it's something you can't really describe. We're super excited. We're hoping we have a big crowd. Obviously, it's a big day, a lot of things going on, but for us, I think it's just important for us to get back and playing in front of our people and be able to sleep in our own bed for sure.
Game 3 of the series set to happen in St. Paul tomorrow at 4 p.m. XL Energy Center. You can be there and watch them defeat Ottawa if you're the 11th caller right now. At 1-800-320-5326. Pair tickets right now to the game tomorrow at 4 p.m. at XL Energy Center.
And Taylor, I'm going tomorrow. I'm bringing my daughter. I'm bringing my niece.
That.
It's going to be super fun. And look, I'm sure you hear this all the time, but this is super cool. I've been doing this job for almost 25 years. I've met Michael Jordan and Will Smith and Jessica Simpson and all these big-time celebrities and Mark Rosen. And my girls don't really care. My daughters are like, oh, cool, whatever. Those are mostly sports people I don't know about. My 11-year-old cannot believe that I know you. She thinks it's so cool. So awesome. The T-shirts that Parker brought in a couple of weeks ago, the animated thing with your nicknames or whatever, she wore that to school. She thinks it's super cool. She can't believe we're going tomorrow. She's like so pumped. So you are definitely inspiring the next generation of girls. And she doesn't even play hockey. She just wants to see you play.
That's amazing. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I can piggyback off Gianna too. When Taylor, just a quick drop, the interview that we did on the NHL Network earlier.
Yeah.
When I came home, then when I flew home, and I was talking about you as I knew you, my daughter's jaw hit the floor. That I actually knew Taylor Heisey. Yeah. I absolutely love it. You guys are doing awesome. Keep up the great work.
Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it.
Yeah, what's the by the way, are you flying home obviously today, but what's the plan now? Do you guys get to sleep in a little bit longer, or what's the deal? When are you out of Ottawa? When do you get moving?
So, me and my roommate are gonna go get breakfast after this, and then I think hop on a bus at about 9:45. And then we call it a fake charter, but we're chartering with the other team.
Oh no! Really?
To get
home.
Interesting. Very.
Yeah, and the hard part about Ottawa, even though it's the capital of or whatever of Canada, they don't have any direct flights to Minnesota, almost ever. So for us, we usually fly into Montreal and then bus to Ottawa. So for the way back, we are just taking both teams and getting on the charter and going straight to Minneapolis. It's the best bet for us, and we're completely fine doing that. But it's a funny concept when you think about it.
That's pretty cool.
How do you separate?
No, they're all friends. They're all you go to war on the ice.
They get the back. Usually the winners get to choose where they want to go. So
well played.
That's compromise. I love it.
Taylor, how much has you guys' experience from last year helped you out this year in the playoffs?
Oh, it's been huge. Last year we had lost one too many games before playoffs, and I think we kind of just said in the locker room, like, we're kind of just playing with house money at this point. No one expected us to win, and in our league, some people know, some people don't, but there's this golden rule where the number one seed gets to pick who they want to play out of the third and fourth seed, and we were picked the year one, and for this year, I think people just got nervous that we were going to turn it on in playoffs, kind of like we did against Toronto. So for us, it's just that experience of knowing it's never over until it's over. Even if you get down 2 games right away, you can come back from that. And we know how serious it is that, anyone can win on any given night. If you have a hot goaltender or you have someone with a hot hand that scores a few goals, it's super important. But I think the biggest thing is, we have people who are hurt. We got people who are, a little bit injured, but it's playoffs. You just kind of have to figure it out. And I think that experience is a huge part of why we were successful last night.
Taylor, what does it say about me that the last minute and a half, all I can think about is continental breakfasts and hotel waffles? I just like want one of those homemade, hotel waffles. You stand there like an idiot for 2 minutes while everybody's waiting in line. That's all I want. Are you guys actually going to a restaurant, or are you going to hit up the continental breakfast?
Please.
We'll just hit up Tim Hortons probably.
Oh, you're going to
Tim Hortons. Back a little bit.
Yeah.
Great coffee.
So we didn't get home till like 12:31 last night. So we're packing up a little bit and then getting ready to go. But the continental breakfast is pretty good.
Yeah.
Is Tim Hortons still in the cities, or did it not work here?
I think there's a few.
Are there a couple of them still?
Monster in Canada.
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
That's bigger
there
than.
There might be still one in Brooklyn Park. I'm not sure. Yeah, but
they rule Canada for sure.
Oh, they're the best. They're on every corner.
They're everywhere.
Yeah, they're the best.
Taylor, you're the best. Good luck tomorrow. I'm going to be there. My girls are going to be super pumped to watch you play.
Thank you. Parker wanted me to tell you that he misses you guys. So.
He better.
Yeah, Parker.
Yeah, miss him too. He's the cutest.
All right, Taylor. Congrats on the win. Good luck tomorrow.
Thanks, Taylor.
Good luck, Taylor.
See you later.
Right. Boom. Whoa.
All right, we got a winner. Congratulations, Josh. You're going to the game. Enjoy that.
Do Mal?
She's the best.
Different Josh.
She is awesome. She is so ready for her next profession too.
Like, whatever that is. She's just awesome.
Just like TV, radio. She's ready. She's awesome.
I mean, she's got to put up with Parker, though.
Well,
that seems to be her choice.
So far, it seems to be her choice.
Yeah,
as far as we know.
Right.
It's day to day.
All right, we'll come back. We'll do Fan 5, and then about 20 minutes from now, Initials game 575. Nice multiple of 25. I don't know. It sounds like a decent little roundish number. $91,500 up for grabs. St. Paul Federal Credit Union Initials jackpot. Normal 4 competitors today. Fan 5 after this on the Fan.